Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. 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 Huh?
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Ford YouTube channel. My name is Dalton. Here behind me is my 2018 Subaru WRX. Today will be kind of a shorter video. Just want to give you guys a quick walkthrough of what all is done to my car and how long I've had it and just a little bit of background on it. So let's hop right into it. All right, we'll start with the first thing, which is the most notable thing. Is always the exhaust. It's the first thing everyone notices on the car, or at least hears on the car. It is a front bumper exit, straight from the turbo. It's about 3 foot of pipe. The turbo sits on the bottom of the car, about right here, just on the direct bottom. Pipe goes from there, straight out the side. It does shoot some pretty gnarly flames. I'll pop up a quick little short video here. I was shooting some flames. Moving on from there, we'll keep it performance sided. I don't have a whole lot of performance stuff done. Let me pop my hood here. Under the hood here, we've just got a cold air intake, as well as a boom bypass valve, which you can't see. Engine bay is very dirty. I've actually never cleaned it. But this is the intake here. I do believe it is the AEM intake. That sticker was already on there when I bought it. I bought it from a friend of mine who was selling it much cheaper than you can get it brand new, just because he was getting rid of his car. And then obviously you can tell I've got it kind of rigged up there with the zip tie. It was zip tied onto here, but it has fallen off over time, so now it kind of dangles. But that's the part of things you don't see, we don't really talk about because nobody sees it. Still works just as good as if it was tied up. And I think the last part of my performance thing is performance, I guess you could say, is my car is fully E-tuned, tuned through D-Man. He's a Subaru specific tuner, I believe. So I do have the Cobb access port, but it's not tuned through Cobb. It's tuned through D-Man. I've been tuned through him now, I want to say 3 years. So that's what allows the car to run pretty smooth with the exhaust there, the intake. Make sure the car stays healthy. The air to fuel ratio's not messed up. It's a quote-unquote safe tune because I don't have a boost controller or an external boost controller, so I'm not really pushing the most boost out of this as I could if I had the controller, which I'm not really worried about because at the end of the day, it's a Subaru. I'd like to just keep it safe and healthy, keep it running for as long as possible. But I believe that is all as far as performance goes. Not really much done. It's not fast, but it's perfect for a daily. It makes just enough power to have fun on the regular everyday road, and turns a lot of heads just mainly because of the exhaust. That gets the most attention on this thing. Moving on from performance, the next thing is that it is on air suspension. It is on Bag Rider super low struts, I believe. I think that just gives it a little extra camber on the top hats. I do have it maxed out for camber on both sides. As you can just tell that this thing here is slid all the way forward, allowing it as much camber with the top hats as possible. I do have camber bolts in these front struts. So I have like the OEM camber bolt that comes with Subaru. Then I have an aftermarket camber bolt. I think it gives it like an extra degree of camber. It's nothing crazy, but helped me get a little bit better fitment because I could not lower the strut due to the strut being so close to my axle. I was afraid of hitting a bump or something, the axle might flex. I don't know the logistics of it, but it made me feel better. Making our way to the back of the car here in the trunk, I do have obviously the air tank and stuff. The setup is nothing magnificent, okay? It was kind of thrown in here spur of the moment. I still haven't even put all my carpet back in here, but I'll just let you see it. I do have the tank there. I have one single compressor, the management, and I have band-aids on the lines that tell me which each line goes in case I ever take them off. Rear right, rear left, etc. I actually just added this in the last YouTube video we uploaded. If I ever need to pump up my tires, I do have a tire thing, and I also have this. Spits out air. As you can see, I never put my carpet back in because I couldn't get it to go back in right. But the trunk setup is nothing special, but it gets the job done, and I'm happy with it. Since we are still here at the back of the car, my next favorite thing in the back is my license plate. the black AWD tag. One of the best things I think is on the car. Super clean. I'm actually surprised I got that tag. I'm happy I got it. I did debadge it. It used to say like Subaru and had like some other little badge on the side over there. Took it all off just so it says WRX, the AWD. I think in the future I'm going to get some clear tails. I've been on the fence about that just because I don't know if it'll be too aggressive or not. But I'll probably bite the bullet and do it anyway, just to see how it looks. I bought the car with this fourth brake light down there. And actually, while I was in Chattanooga, not this past year, but the year before, for Riverside, I hit a bump and it messed up the wiring. Whoever wired it up before, it messed it up in the trunk, and for whatever reason, it blew a fuse for my hazards, for my turn signals. So therefore, for a while, I couldn't figure out why my turn signals wouldn't work. I kept blowing fuse after fuse. Come to find out, there was like a short in a wire somewhere, and it was making it blow. So I just ripped all the wiring out, unhooked that brake light, so it doesn't work now. I haven't really cared to try and fix it either. All right, next on the list is my wheels. These are work Euroline KH. These are 18x8 plus 42, I believe. I do have some thick spacers front and back just for better fitment, because I had listed these for trade. Nobody wanted to trade anything I wanted, so there's some fast spacers in here. These are two-piece welded wheels, so rebuilding them is possible. Worth the money? Probably not. Just because the face of them is absolutely cooked. I don't know if you can see, but the wheels are just old, and I don't know if it's worth trying to spend all that money to break them apart, get bigger lips and barrels, weld them back together. I don't know if it's worth all that. So I got some thick spacers on there. I'm not going to zoom in and show you that because spacers are not something to be proud of. I am rocking some 195 35/18 tires just to have like a very slight little bit of stretch. Helps with the fitment just a little bit. And honestly, I love these wheels. This is my first set of real wheels. I had some ESR CS15, I believe, before this. I actually traded for these because the guy said he didn't like the American muscle look of these. So I traded him those. All of the back two are bent, which I didn't know at the time. But no big deal, you know. We just keep on going with it. Honestly, not really a whole lot of other stuff done. I mean, I got like the little side skirt, front lip, and stuff like that. As far as the interior goes, nothing really crazy. I do have an aftermarket iDoing head unit, as well as an aftermarket short throw shifter, which I think is one of the best things drivability wise. The short throw shifter makes the car more fun to drive. I think it's like 70% less throw from factory, so it's very, very stiff. And then the head unit, hands down, if you have a Subaru like a WRX, 100% recommend getting that unit. The audio is better with the head unit for some reason. It's very responsive. It's almost like having an iPad in your car. I can connect it to my hotspot on my phone. I can watch YouTube. Literally do anything that you could do on an iPad or a tablet, you can do on that head unit. And overall, I just got some banners on my car, the floored banners. I just added these aftermarket fog light bezels because I was driving a couple weeks ago, hit a bump, and this one actually just fell out. I ran it over, messed it up. So I bought these cheap ones on eBay, which cheap is not always better because the fitment is not the best, but it gets the job done for now. I'll probably order some OEM ones in the future, just to have that better fitment. But that's a quick walk around of my car. Nothing fancy. It's definitely a 10-footer, but it sits on the floor. It's my daily, and I love it. I'm gonna hop in the car, give you guys some sound clips of me driving it. I'm gonna throw my AirPod in, just because the mic on the AirPod is a little bit better. You shouldn't hear all the wind noise from having my window down. Let you hear it. We'll go for a little drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.